3.2b, negative variables. We assume a negative variable has a coefficient of -1. What we mean by this is we assume that any negative variable, say negative x, is actually -1 times x. These are the same statement. So we can use the multiplication principle to undo a negative variable. Let's look at a couple examples. Example 1. Solve -x plus 4 equals 9 for x. So first off, we see that we need to get the x term by itself. So we do this by moving the 4 over to the right side. We have to do the opposite of what the operation is here. So we need to use the subtraction principle. So why don't we subtract 4 from each side to start out with. So the plus and minus 4 cancel. And this is -x on this side. And 9 minus 4 is 5. So now we can use the multiplication principle since this -x is actually a -1 times x. So we can multiply by -1, and -1 times -1 is +1. So if we multiplied both sides by -1, these cancel to make it just a 1x, or just x. And on the right-hand side, 5 times -1 is -5. And there's our answer. We can check our work by plugging x, -5, back in for x. So if we write out -x plus 4 equals 9, if I plug in a -5 here for x, don't forget the parentheses, then -5 is just 5 plus 4, plus 4 equals 9, and 9 equals 9. So this is a true statement, and x equals -5 is a solution to the equation. Example 2. If I made $5,000 total this month and I have a debt of X dollars, how much did I owe if I made a net positive of $2,500 this month? So I have $5,000 total, and I have a debt of X dollars. So I need to subtract X from my net total. If I made a net positive of $2,500, how much is my debt? So $2,500 goes on the right-hand side because that's what I get to keep. So now it's a negative variable problem just like before. So first off, we start by subtracting both sides by 5,000 to get this x term by itself. So this is a positive 5,000 minus 5,000. They cancel. And we have a -x on this left-hand side. On the right-hand side, 2,500 minus 5,000 is -2,500. Now to get x by itself, we again employ the multiplication principle and multiply both sides by -1. This makes the -x a positive x, and the -2,500 a positive $2,500. So we owed $2,500 in debt.